Hi, this is Ras.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, while Brian leaves the podcast for a second here, welcome back to the SciCast. As you noticed, we haven't been doing this for a couple months. That's
Yes.
because Heyman, my co-host here,
Has been very, very busy.
been apparently busy. I'm not really sure. How do we look,
Am I
Brian?
out of the way? Oh, him over? There we go. Okay.
So, we were originally, I had planned on doing this podcast based on Judy's idea of Curiosity, the Mars rover that's there right now eating dirt. But,
Once Heyman heard it was Judy's idea, he shot it down.
No.
Just to make Judy mad.
Yeah.
but since
You know I
Brian
like
here is on a time limit here, we're going to do something really quick, or more or less something we're all familiar with, because Heyman doesn't know what the Curiosity rover is until now. So we're going to do it on zombies, mostly about specifically The Walking
series.
Dead, and we'll move on to other stuff like other movies. And I've only seen 1.2 episodes so
One
far,
point, maybe one episode.
and I really enjoy it.
1.2.
I really enjoyed the show so far, but these two like the show a lot. So we'll
This is a very good show.
so
It's very good.
we'll have Eamon take it up here.
What?
I almost forgot your name. I haven't seen you for so long.
Well,
So take it away.
take it away.
Yeah.
First of all, I say it's really decent movie.
It's
About
very good.
Technically,
series.
it's a show.
Series.
Series, you can do that.
Yeah.
First of all, what I have to say is when I first started watching it, I did not expect it to be like it was. I expected it to kind of be like
Like
all other
Is it real?
zombie
When
movies.
you say what it is it like real and visceral? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean,
Less.
most zombie movies, you start out when you're watching them, they're kind of like every other zombie movie, where they focus on the zombies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where this one doesn't focus on the zombies, it focuses on the people trying to live,
The characters in the movie.
Yes.
In the story.
and then the zombies basically interrupt them.
So they're more of a reason to move the story along in a way
Well, I mean,
of characters who happen to be in a place where the world has changed significantly.
yeah, basically it's all about the world changing around them, and it goes from there. I mean,
Like what happens when there's no power or internet?
well, no, it doesn't. I don't even. It doesn't even contact on that. You lose that
Well, I
right
know,
away.
but I'm just saying that's what happened. What these guys had to do is work and live without the modern
Work?
amenities.
It's not about how the.
Yeah,
No,
they
like-
don't really work.
well, sure they
it's
do.
They have
it's
stuff to
more
do.
about living.
They have-
Like I just saw one
They have
woman.
stuff for
She
you.
was digging for mushrooms, and I was like, "That's funny."
Then what was she doing?
And then she was getting laid.
Oh, I know that scene. Yeah, okay.
I was like, "Hey, it's not so bad."
Well, yeah, I mean,
It was a lot more human in like how they interact
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
each other.
I will agree with that.
What,
I mean, like
Stresses and
almost
strain.
every other zombie movie you see, almost,
Uh,
it's straightforward. Oh, kill the zombies because they're coming after us.
yeah.
This, they actually
And-
tried buckling down, building a low society, you know, defending themselves. Where all the other ones are like, oh, let's run to this house. No, let's run to that house. You know,
Yeah.
with a lot,
board up the windows.
with a lot of gore and blood.
Yeah.
And,
There is a lot of gore.
Well, there is. I mean, like when they chop
Yeah,
the zombie
yeah.
up to smear it
Yeah.
all over
well,
themselves.
not
Yeah,
to
it's
Well,
the
I guess you
gross.
didn't see that part.
Well, I'm saying more about the Resident Evil type kind of stuff, where there's like zombies are exploding all the time. They're getting blood's coming at the camera and all that.
Oh.
There's a lot of blood and.
Yeah,
Well, I know because they
chop
gotta.
off people's limbs to.
We see they have
stuff.
to do it that way so to get people to watch it. You know, they're like, oh, this action.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's plenty of action without that. I mean,
Yeah.
really.
What kind of action are you talking about?
Well, that kind and I mean, there's plenty of romance action, I guess.
It's all the
I
human.
mean, what? There's
human
like
drama.
5 different couples getting together by episode 2.
Yeah.
I've only seen
Yeah.
one technically couple.
Well, yeah, but
Well, that's
They-
but
season
but,
two.
but
Season
her husband hasn't came back
Yeah,
yet.
that's right.
Yeah.
When I saw that at the end of episode 1, I was like, oh, love triangle coming up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which is a big part of season 2.
Yes, it
Pretty much
is.
the
Yeah.
crux of season 2.
Well, I can kind of see
It's
how
a
that would cause some
huge-
problems. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
It does. Well, they get along for a while, but you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, until one kind of tells the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's lots of couplings along the way.
Yes, there is.
Especially
And
in
I
season-
could see that. I can understand that. I mean,
Yeah.
she lost her husband, you know, move on with your
Well,
life.
because he told her that he was
Yes,
dead.
yes.
I mean, he probably thought that he was.
Well, I could understand that too. I mean,
Well,
in the situation where
you have to
he
get
finds
move-
him.
You have to move
Yeah,
on.
I mean, he probably thought that he was.
Yeah, I mean, definitely I would think he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Well, no, I would have said, well, I couldn't get to him. He's probably dead, so I didn't
Yeah.
even try.
That's not what he
No.
said.
I know, but that's what I would have probably said.
Yeah, how come the zombies didn't get into his room?
Well, you would
Door
have
was
to.
shut.
The door. He shut the door and he put a thing in front of the door.
Well, I do remember that. There was like a bench or something?
A bed.
A bed.
Yeah, he shoved the bed in front of the
Because
door.
they can't really open
Yeah, they can't.
like
they
the door.
They're not,
can, but they can't.
they're
Yeah.
not velociraptors.
I'm-
They don't know how to open
If they're
Yeah,
saying they're,
yeah.
yeah.
I was making an analogy, that's what
So, have you ever read the comics?
No.
You
I have
haven't.
no knowledge of
The comics are
I did. I
actually
hear they're really good.
they are really
I heard
good.
they're pretty good.
And
This
I
kind
heard,
of follows along with
Yeah.
the same themes.
I heard they're more violent in the comic book.
They are.
I know in season 3 they're introducing a character from the comics.
Oh, really?
That's, I forget what, I don't know what her name is, but.
And there is a game too.
Yeah,
I just told them about that.
Yes, the game is very good. I'm
Game's
on
good.
season 4 of the game.
I'm still on 3. I haven't got it.
Do they have characters from the movie? In the game?
Glenn is in the first season, but he leaves.
Oh, okay.
You mean the first episode?
First episode.
There's no season.
Sorry. Well,
The-
Was
they're
it-
like seasons to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Well, they do a lot.
There's
does
5
happen,
of them.
Yeah, there's 5 of them.
Oh.
But I mean, season 4, pretty good.
Yeah.
Season 3 has some good ideals. I mean, take a train, you know, bowl all of them down. But so first of all, let's talk about the virus in the first place. In
So
the Walking Dead.
is it a rage virus like in the?
No,
Of course, they don't run
No.
in this one, so it can't.
yeah, they can run.
Well, I'm thinking more like 28 days later kind of.
Oh yeah, no.
It's not that kind.
Or it doesn't make you a zombie, it just makes you like.
Well, no.
Man.
This is actually when you die.
But
the
everybody
virus
has,
takes- Everyone has the
everyone
virus.
supposedly has the virus.
Yeah,
Which,
supposedly.
That's actually a cool twist. I like that.
Yeah.
do they have, I don't know when they don't really.
They
show
told
that.
I got that in the game. They
Oh,
said
okay.
that in the game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why-
So everybody-
everyone has the virus. So it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive, you
Yeah.
have the virus.
Yeah.
They just want won't take you over until.
Well, if you get bitten,
Well, I see
it
what
comes
you're saying.
into account.
Yeah. If you can still be alive.
Yeah, you
it
can-
be
So does that
Yeah.
mean that
activated.
when you're alive and not bitten, you have the virus, but your immune system can fight it off?
Well, I think what it is if you're dead, you probably have a whole bunch of like disease, like in your mouth and that from being a rotting corpse in the first place. And when people get bit, that probably kills the immune system quite good, I'm assuming, or
Or does
distracts
the
the
virus, or
immune
does it
system.
kill them and then they?
Yeah, they finally
Recover.
die.
And then
I mean, they die before they come back
Yeah,
up.
and they.
Because I mean, in season 2, what's his name? Dale.
Herschel? Or
No, not is it Dell? Yeah, it's Dell. The guy, the old guy that sits on top of the RV.
yeah.
Yeah. When he gets
Is he from the game? That guy?
no,
Uh,
he's from
old
the,
cranky guy.
he's in the
Yeah, the old cranky guy. Or
he's on top of the RV. He always sits on top of the RV.
Well,
It's his
I haven't
RV.
gotten that far in the
Oh.
show yet, so
yeah.
Sorry,
I'll look out for him.
but yeah, he's. I mean, when he gets attacked
Yeah.
in season 2, they rip him open,
Yeah.
and he's still alive, and he's catching his breath, and then he dies, and then they shoot him.
Yeah. That's true.
So, I mean, and then the guy that got his neck broken,
Well, this probably happens a lot though, right?
what,
People getting their necks broken.
when you're alive?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I figured it shouldn't happen a lot when you're,
This
Fine.
guy, yeah, that,
Well, I
or
mean,
are you talking about a specific incident?
yeah, it's only one person that you
that's how
see.
they figured out, cause he didn't.
Yeah. Well, no, they knew that before because the guy in the
Well, Rick knew.
CDC. Yeah.
Rick knew, but nobody else, he didn't tell anybody.
Well, I mean, would you really tell someone? I mean, would you tell everyone, well, it doesn't matter how you die, you did come back as one?
Yeah.
I mean, I kinda understand why you didn't tell no one.
What if you die by getting shot in the head?
Well, I guess you wouldn't come back, would you?
Yeah, that,
That's kind of like a, kill shot. Which, I mean, if I was Rick, I wouldn't have really killed the guy like he did. I mean, seriously, if you think about it,
Yeah.
it just, if he knew it would, he would say come back, why would you just do that? Just straightforward shoot him in the head or something.
Well, cause he used his knife and you can't
And
really.
you know what? That kind of defeats the purpose here. Okay, now, I just thought about this in season 2,
Yeah,
when they're stuck in the bar drinking.
yeah.
He shoots them 2 guys,
Oh, yeah.
and they never got up.
Yeah, that's true, cause the other one's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Where they come back, and yeah, those guys never did. They
Yeah.
were in that bar for a while. When
Well,
they were,
they're in that bar for a
They shot
long
him,
time,
yeah.
at least 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Shane was dead for what, maybe 5-10 seconds?
Cause he didn't shoot him in the head, did he?
No, he shot him in the heart. No, he shot one in the head.
Yeah.
Another one in the
I don't know.
chest. Oh, I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe I'm
remember where they
completely
shot him. Yeah,
wrong.
they. This maybe some people don't have the virus, or some people, it's possible.
I don't know.
The guy in the CDC was kind of nuts.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he did explode everyone.
well, we should move on to something I can get in on here.
Okay.
So,
How about other ones? What ones have you watched?
well,
Dawn of the Dead? Day of the Dead?
no, I've always steered cleared away from those because I always thought those were more like a teen slasher movie. Like,
Oh no,
What
them
about
were-
Night of the Living Dead? The black and white one. The first one.
no, I've never seen that.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It
okay.
is.
I've
Even
seen-
though they have skeletons walking around.
No.
Yeah.
A different one.
No,
They had a remake
I
of
think
it.
you're
Oh,
doing.
really?
I think you're thinking Evil Dead.
no, I'm almost
The
sure.
original one.
In one of the Night of the Living Deads,
Yeah.
they had a skeleton walking around.
No, this is like the
And
very
it's like-
first one. This was back in the 60s.
And the offsprings of that
Back-
one,
back-
But they did make a lot.
they did make
that
a
was
lot.
that time before HDTV, right?
That's the time before digital TV.
Yeah.
I think that was even before I was born.
That was before
Probably.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, it was. Before.
Right before
It was back in the days of VHS. That was before VHS. actually.
Beta.
60s, probably was before.
Yeah, it was back in the 60s. That was.
Beta,
Yeah, anything back then.
Yeah, I think it was
Actual-
the late 70s, maybe.
Huh?
Maybe even into the 80s.
Yeah.
But,
we got Zombieland, Resident Evil.
Zombieland. Okay, well, Resident Evil really ain't a zombie.
I didn't
Yeah, it's
like
kind
It's-
of is.
No, because the virus totally changes them into something else. They don't.
Well, it's a different. It's like a subgenre of the zombie genre.
Okay, I guess.
Because you
but-
can't just say, well, if it's a zombie movie, you have to have this, this, and this.
Well, but okay.
Because Walking Dead changes everything by having everybody's got it.
Yeah, but they're zombies when
Right.
they're alive.
Right, but that changes the dynamic where you.
But I mean, look at what's her name
which means you have to cure everybody,
Resident
not
Evil.
just the people that have it. That's
There's Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, what's her? She had it for how long, and she didn't show no signs
well,
of a zombie.
because they formatted and bonded with her DNA. That was their.
That's what I'm getting at here. I mean, it was the virus doing everything.
Well, it gave her special abilities.
Okay.
I know it's a suspension
Okay.
of disbelief kind
I'm
of
just-
thing. Yes.
But I mean, yeah, there's a lot of zombie movies. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. The
20
remakes of Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead 2, Night of the Living Dead 3, Night of the Living Dead Return,
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
That's like everybody's.
Actually, that one was pretty good too. And then they remade Day of the Dead.
I have seen a lot of movies come out that they're like from the producer of the original Dawn of the Dead or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I like the newer ones because the newer ones kind of give rise to different zombies. I mean, they aren't the old slow zombies that took 30 years to walk up to your door,
Right.
and you're trapped inside the door. You're going, oh no, let's board ourselves in.
Well,
Yeah.
because with today's audience, it's harder to scare people, so you have to. It's more scarier now if somebody like that is running at you instead, like in
Well, and that's
28 days later, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, and
then
that's-
it becomes even more scary.
and then I Am Legend,
Oh, that's what you
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty
and
mean. But were those zombies or vampires?
they were
'Cause
not.
they couldn't go out in sunlight.
They could go out in sunlight.
Well, no, they were burning.
No.
Yes,
They were
but they could.
Well, I just like seeing a vampire can go in sunlight. You just die.
You
But you
could
can't.
die
You can. A human can go underwater, but you'll die.
after a while. Yeah.
That's true, yeah. But they died relatively quickly.
That's
well,
all. And
that big one came out.
you're just
Not very long.
you're
No.
you're just arguing semantics right now.
Well,
Well, they could maybe go for a.
Well, I
very
mean,
brief
he set
period.
up that one trap for the guy too.
Yeah.
So I mean, he did that all during the day.
Oh right, you said the trap to cover him up in a tarp, you know.
No, the
Or the one he strung up upside
the
down for
one
bait,
no, the girl that he trapped.
right?
Her mate made a new trap for him. Remember, and then he put the mannequin out
Right.
there,
Yes.
and then he was so going crazy about the mannequin being alive.
Right.
Which I mean, I guess I would too.
Well, you need some kind of human interaction. You keep saying.
No, you don't.
Well, that's why it's a form of torture to put somebody in a solitary cell.
Most people.
Most people.
Some people might like it,
Some people like it.
but it's a good way to break somebody down is to put them in solitary.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I have to try it.
Well, you can go to Guantanamo Bay down in Cuba and you can find out firsthand.
They're not in solitary. They get their rest periods where they get to run around. And
So they tell you.
Water torture.
Waterboarding is totally legal in the right setting.
But I can't think of many more. I mean, I can think of a lot of new games.
We didn't. Well, we kind of mentioned Zombieland, but we kind of glossed over it.
Zombieland. Zombieland. Have you seen
Nope.
it? I do
It's got
kinda
Emma
like
Stone
that.
in it,
that's usually a good thing.
and Bill Murray. So
Really?
Yeah.
he has a short cameo in there,
Yeah, he gets shot.
and he actually plays Bill Murray in the volume.
He does?
Bill Murray.
But yeah, when you're in a thing full of zombies, don't act like a zombie coming up to someone.
That's what I wanted to remind me about the whole idea of a zombie movie. Why does a zombie differentiate between a person over there and
Well,
another zombie that
see-
he doesn't attack, but he'll attack the regular human? Is there?
See,
What's the difference?
there's I just watched one the other day. Forgot what it was called. I just watched it, and the zombies didn't care who they were attacking.
So they attack
When
each
they
other.
when they were hungry, they would attack anything near them,
Including other zombies.
including other zombies and eating other zombies.
Okay.
So
But that's not the usual.
yes, that's not the usual. And most of them, they can only attack humans for some reason.
Wait, they don't like things that are dead.
Well, I've seen
Well,
sometimes
and
they go
that's
for
like-
livestock too,
Yes, livestock and
Yeah.
other.
or horses in this
Yeah,
case. as
and
well.
living-
Yeah, in The Walking Dead. they
In
do
The
that.
Walking Dead, that was the second time I've only seen a zombie movie where they went after other than humans.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, they also tell you in the movie that, well, they smell you, they see you.
Yeah.
So walk slowly, smell like them, and you'll be fine.
Like an,
And then it
did they do
starts
that in-
raining.
in Shaun of the Dead? Did they do that?
Yeah.
Kind
He
of.
was like, you know, he does the whole, cause, like, when does, like, let's say, I think it was Resident Evil, we can't say Resident Evil is the dictatorship of what the rules are for a zombie, but they would eat a person, you know, and then he would turn while they're eating him, and then they would stop and go after somebody else, and then he would.
Because the virus took over.
Right, but how,
And according to that, the virus could communicate with each other.
so it's like a hive mind,
Yes.
but they never talk about that in zombie.
No, they didn't.
That's just
I
kinda.
mean, there is other ones, like, I mean, I got a book because I wanted to do a zombie-themed RPG for my
The
friends.
top of your book,
Huh?
On top of the
my
book you're writing
Yes.
and the sidecast.
Yes, that's why I'm saying I have way too
Are
much
you
on
still
my
in,
hand.
one paragraph into your book?
No, I'm like
You wrote-
5,
5 paragraphs?
6 maybe. I don't know.
He wrote a whole page for me.
Yeah, I got quite a
I had
bit.
that page. Never got any more.
Yeah, I got a little more, not
Really?
much. Well, again, I mean,
What do you have to do up there?
let's see. First of all, since we're moving and my mom's coming with me, I'm helping her pack all her stuff. And believe me, she got some lot of crap. So,
She lived with you for a while. Of course she got that crap.
mm,
I know you like to build stuff,
yeah.
like your microwave guns.
Hey, I'm gonna still build one. I'll have plenty of space now.
Are microwave guns good for zombies?
I suppose they would.
Well, it'd fry the brain.
Yeah.
I suppose.
But you know what would actually be best? Taking marbles and putting them into a paintball gun.
In other words, a gun.
No.
You're shooting a projectile.
Yes, a projectile.
Yeah.
That doesn't make as much noise as a boom.
Okay. So what you're saying? Just put a suppressor on. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
We got with the silencer would be fine.
would be fine, I guess.
Can you do that with a
What?
paintball gun?
A silencer?
No.
Well, I'm saying-
Can you shoot marbles out of them?
I was gonna wonder because
I'm assuming you tried this.
because
No,
they
never
use-
tried it.
because it's aerosol, right? And shooting a paintball is
Marbles a
different
little bit
weight
heavier.
wise. You know, it's not.
Well, yeah, but if you have the right paintball gun, you can tweak the air settings.
And I know
Probably
you
cause
can.
paintball gun to break.
But it's illegal to change the settings if you go to a paintball field, just so you know. But you can get them up to close to, what was it, 200,
feet per second.
yeah, I think so. I mean, you can get them going good.
That's the most fast
You
thing.
can get them good enough to knock your eye out.
Well, you can get them good enough to, if you put marble in there, you could probably kill someone with it.
Probably.
Or guns, I guess I'd probably.
You know what's even quieter?
Hmm,
That's an axe.
an axe. But then you have to get close contact. And okay, the other movie I was watching, there was a group of zombies and they shot the last one with an arrow, so when it hit the ground, all the zombies would walk towards it because they heard the sound. So, I mean,
Which is a good plot element
would
to the
that,
story.
you think that would actually work? I mean, because it's just a thud. I mean, compared to
Well,
the wind, compared to anything that's, you know,
See, like it.
well, paintball gun is too. You have to be pretty close for a paintball gun too. They don't travel very far
You're
either.
going 200 feet a second
Right, but
or whatever.
the
But
projectile
still,
isn't
I mean-
aerodynamic though. I think compared to a bullet.
no.
You can't shoot
Yes,
a bullet. You
maybe
can't
it's
shoot
short.
a paintball as far as you can
Yeah,
shoot
it's
a
short
bullet.
range and it's not
But
a rifle
still-
barrel.
Right.
But still,
But,
if,
I
you know,
mean-
from here to like the sidewalk or you know.
And if you have 20 of them around you,
I mean, probably if you have a gun, you're not gonna. I mean, most people can't shoot that well anyway.
Okay, well that's a good point.
You know.
I mean, you can't expect people to be accurate with paintball gun either. Or the regular.
but my biggest thing with that is it's not as loud as a gun. I mean, it makes a, pff,
Yeah.
you know,
but-
yeah, well, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
with a gun, you go, boom! How many is it be surrounding you by the time you shoot the next one?
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest thing. I would definitely go for the bow and arrow.
That would
you know
be
what I mean?
nice. That would be good.
'Cause
Yeah, that works. But
most
arrows
people ain't
are-
going to go into the shop and grab all the arrows they can.
Yeah.
I will.
If you happen to be by a shop. that
Well,
carries
I mean-
arrows, you know.
But I'm just saying,
Or you can make your own.
if you're scavenging,
Could I suppose?
if you're
Take some
scavenging,
rocks, make some arrowheads.
they do that in Walking Dead too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But,
But if you're scavenging, most people are to go to the gun shop and grab all the bullets, all the guns, and then they leave the bow and arrow. I mean, people will.
Yeah.
That's
I said most people will.
I'm sure people. I mean, if you walk in there expecting to find a gun, you don't find anything. You're gonna take the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
So eventually, it's gonna get taken.
you just take the bow and arrow right away.
Yeah.
Leave the gun.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why not? I mean, guns are there to just draw more attention to you.
Right.
That's true, but you also need to defend yourself probably against people.
Well, yeah.
That's true.
Because not everybody's going to be.
Friendly.
Okay, some guns and mostly bows and arrows. I'd probably grab a gun or two just for
all-
hunting
or all
or?
of them to to make yourself more.
Bows and arrows aren't. They're not all that easy to shoot.
Mm,
I mean,
Practice.
They're-
Just
the
like
recurve-
shooting a gun.
well, it is,
the
but
new bows are pretty easy compared to using a
I
traditional.
mean, a lot of them have sights on them and everything else now.
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
do.
I'd probably grab a crossbow type more.
Yeah, those are hard to. Well, I guess those are kind of.
They have the crank ones.
Yeah, how long does it take to?
Yeah, that's.
Just hook up a motor
I
to
know
electrical.
Legolas can shoot that bow and arrow pretty quickly.
Huh? Oh.
Legolas can shoot that bow and arrow pretty quickly, you know.
But he's going to.
I think they also magically appear out of his quiver too.
I know.
It's like green.
Yes.
He's always got a supple supply of those.
That's okay. It's a movie.
It's
I
a
can't
fantasy
think of
movie too.
much-
Fantasy keyword.
That's true.
I can't think of much else though. I mean, Herschel for one,
Yeah.
coming up in the second season. I'm kind of disappointed in him. I mean, how could someone be delusional enough to think that The Walking Dead is just a disease and it can be cured?
Well, maybe it's because
Well, if it's a virus,
his wife and
you can
wasn't
do
his
something about
daughter
it.
or son.
But I mean,
We're
okay,
among
the
them.
rotting corpses.
You
Even if you do heal them, you think the rotting parts would be healed? I mean,
Well, it's probably.
Will do the zombies expire at some point? I know.
yeah,
it's-
what if they don't eat? Because a lot of these ones.
Because I know that in the first episode that one is crawling and it's like really
can't have
thin.
eaten for
yeah,
quite a while.
I mean, it probably eats itself away.
That's what it did
They
look
just
like.
kind of rot away.
Yeah, I think they rot away.
So you
But
can do that.
now at the end of season 2, I seen something,
Hmm.
the prison.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that'd be a great place to fortify yourself in,
Yeah.
as a prison.
Well, you gotta watch season 3.
I was like, yeah, that'd be a great place. I mean,
Oh, I got one.
Hmm.
Can zombies swim?
well, see,
In Resident Evil, they can.
see,
But
in
that's
most of the
Resident
zombie movies I've seen, they cannot.
Yeah.
Well,
They
they
fall straight to the bottom.
Evil. Right,
Yeah.
which they probably would.
Or they float,
Yeah.
and then, you know.
yeah.
But I mean, I guess I
Generally,
wouldn't go
I would
swimming
say.
during the zombie apocalypse anyways.
Because I figured,
Yeah.
because Alcatraz would be pretty good.
Alcatraz would probably be good. It's still a prison.
If you had.
But the only
hard to get
thing.
food there,
Fishing. You get your, all your omega-3s right there.
Really?
though.
You would fish?
Well, if you've already got the virus, what's the big deal?
Well, yeah, if you already have the virus, but if it can be transmitted, I don't know if I'd like
Well, we
to.
do know that most viruses that affect humans don't affect other animals and vice versa.
Well, actually, seeing that's.
Except a few, like,
And what was it? Oh,
like the swine flu, they can transfer between the
It
two.
can, sometimes.
so, well, what if it finally finds a way to transfer? What if it mutates enough to
Oh, right.
transfer?
But it can do it the other way around, where the zombie virus can mutate and no longer affect humans.
Yeah.
But it's all hearsay.
You were saying. Yeah, that's about all I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I have more, but it just leads into other conversations.
I know Brian's got to head out as quick as possible.
Gotta run.
Gotta run.
Gotta-
Oh, you were running. That's why what your wife thinks you're doing now, huh? Well, I was just out running, honey.
You don't seem very sweaty today.
Well, I will be by the time I get home.
You don't live far from here, do you?
Not too far.
Hmm.
It's a little ways. Over the river.
Through the woods,
You know.
to grandma's house. Well, I think we're good.
So that's that's a podcast again. Thank you for watching the SciCast, and I can't remember what episode we're on because I kind of lost count with all
I
the time
think
off.
we started losing count a while ago, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, we're in the 30s.
Because we just started naming them.
Yeah, which is probably a better idea.
Yeah.
Because we don't watch TV and go, hey, this is The Simpsons episode 402.
That's true.
Actually, some people do.
Well,
This can be season 2. You know, Helen Bray.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
This
that's what I was doing, making season
That's
2.
right.
this was all planned ahead of time.
Yeah. No.
This is season 2, episode 1.
There you go.
Zombies. Zombie
Recapping.
Recapping.
Okay, man.
This is the end. Dr. J, your host. I didn't introduce myself earlier, I know. Special guest.
I'm still a special guest.
I don't know, you've actually been on the last two.
Oh, I'm gonna remind you guys, Brad from Target wants to do
Oh,
a
yeah.
podcast.
About what though?
Or he just wants to be on
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find a good one for him, I guess.
Yeah.
it. So, and Big Money, maybe.
You're supposed to be here, but you're not.
So he's coming over here right now, but he hasn't been here.
You would have to put the camera way back there. Barely get any of us.
Yeah.
I guess they can get in front of us.
I think I might, maybe I'll just put a wide angle lens, maybe I'll do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or just only have 3 people at one time, kick somebody out. Special guests are always interchangeable and timely.
Yeah, I was here on time.
He was here on
Hey,
time.
I was trying to be here on time.
Although he is within running distance, so.
Yeah, mine's a little like an hour drive.
Hey, I didn't choose to live up there.
Neither did I. Oh yeah, I did.
Anyway,
Okay.
peace out. I'm gonna grab this thing down here because I threw it on the floor.